Hello and welcome to Genevora's running commentary number 54, I think. This one is about flexibility, and I'm not talking about how bendy you are physically. I'm not talking about whether you can do squats and lunges and things. I'm not talking about emotional flexibility, whether you can react in different ways to similar triggering situations. I'm talking about the kind of flexibility in our implicit motor skills that we are not aware of at all. So, for example, I have just run here and I've run over stones, and I've run over grass, and I've run over sand, and I've run over rocks, and I haven't fallen over because my body, my brain, has learned to negotiate all of those different terrains with the same action, the same walking or running action, and I don't fall over. It's because there's flexibility in the system. There are many routes through my brain which I can take so that I find one that works for the situation. How does that work with singing? Well, we want a certain outcome when we're singing, and that may be that we're performing the same song night after night. It may be that we want to achieve a particular sound on that particular note, maybe a held high note or a belted bit or something. And we want to get there to the same place. But night after night, we are not the same person. One night we might have a tummy ache. One night we might have a headache. One night we might be tired. One night we might be distracted because there's something else going on in our lives, or we've seen something that's made us feel a little bit discombobulated. So we're not the same person. Our brain needs options. It needs lots of different ways to get to that same endpoint or similar endpoint. How can we train our brain to do that? Well, we can train it with challenge. So we practice over and over again a particular phrase, and we do it loudly, and we do it quietly, and we do it on different vowels, and we do it slowly, and we do it fast, and we do it hanging upside down, and we do it in all sorts of different positions, moving, walking, even running. And that's a challenge that helps us find variable pathways through the brain. Another thing we can do is cross-training. Athletes have used cross-training for years. You know, you'll get football players doing ballet, you get runners doing swimming, you get everybody does a little bit of something else, just to give their body different ways of doing things. Cross-training as a singer is learning to sing in a different style. And there's some really great research coming out of Griffith University in Brisbane, which isn't published yet, but it will be, that classical singers are being trained in pop singing and musical theatre singing by experts in those genres, and their classical singing has improved noticeably. And the reverse, pop singers are being trained in classical techniques and musical theatre techniques, and surprise, surprise, their pop singing has improved a lot. So learn to sing in something a little bit unusual, learn to sing in a different style, go to an expert in that style to learn, and find out what your body can do to vary the pathways through your brain. Find out what possibilities there are for building flexibility into the system.